What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new video on the channel. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support on the channel as always. I know I start all my videos like this, but it does mean a lot. The support you guys have given me over the last 5 years of starting this channel. So please smash that like button, please subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. And yeah, this is going to be a very good video for you guys. If you, I've had this because I've used both machines that I'm about to talk about. I get a lot of questions on which one I prefer. So they're both good in different ways, and it really does depend on the style of tattoo you're doing and how you sort of tattoo, whether you're really light and slow or whether you're more faster like me and sort of get in and out quickly and not spend too much doing, building the layers up and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so here we are. We've got the two machines in front of me. We have the Bishop Wand and the Exo machine. These are both shader machines. So the Exo is the 3.2mm version, and the Wand shader is also the shading version of this this line of machine. First of all, I'm gonna say which one's my favorite and which one's not. You can probably tell by me tapping my hands there. This machine is by far, I've used a lot of machines during my time on this channel, and I've used a lot of machines in the last 7 years. I'm always constantly trying to, find the perfect setup, the perfect setup of machine, accompanied with needle, accompanied with ink, accompanied with, technique and stuff like that. And my perfect setup, it always comes back to this machine here. And I'll tell you why. Other machines have either been too much or lacked something, whereas this is just a perfect blend of everything that I need in a machine. It's plug in and play. I know exactly what it's going to do. I know exactly how it hits. I know exactly how, it feels. Whereas something like this, you've got the e-give system, you've got different things to try and dampen down, the give and how hard it hits. Now, this machine I've used for a fair few months. I used this machine for a fair few months, and I would say probably around 10 to 15 times. I've done 10 to 15 tattoos with this machine. And the Exo, it's made very, very, very well. It is made very, very, very well from the packaging, from the the batteries. You can change the tops and stuff like that. I've done an unboxing video before on this channel. And it is an amazingly crafted machine. It's got the perfect weight to it. It's like front weighted, so it's it's perfect. But the way I tattoo doesn't fit the style of this tattoo machine because it hits quite hard. I've been using this machine, and it's almost bruised people in the healing process. And I've never experienced bruising with my clients before, and it is bruising people because it hits super hard, even on the softest setting, the softest give setting, which is the green, I think. And it's just a few issues about this machine that I do have, like the batteries. I paid 1,000, I think it was about £1,400 for this. That's over $2,000 for this machine, and the batteries are crap. They are crap. They're good, like they function well, and they do, you have to upload firmware and stuff into them. You have to keep them updated and stuff so they charge properly. But they don't last that long. That's why they give you two. They last literally 3 hours and then that's dead. 3 hours and then that's dead. You need a constant supply of charge this one, use, charge this one, use, charge this one, and you're constantly flipping. If you're a long tattooist, you're going to be forever changing the batteries. Luckily for me, with this machine, I tattoo quite fast, so I could go through one and then I'll be like halfway through using two, and that's my full day of tattooing. So, and then I can just charge both up at night and go again. But there is an option, don't forget there is an option of having this, the wired part, so you can put an RCA cable into the back of this and just power it like that if you use or prefer to use the power pack version. But you're buying a tattoo machine in 2021, you want it to be wireless. I had a lot of I've said on this channel before, I was very skeptical with the wireless way tattoo machines were going, and I have to say that Even these are good. They are good. They just lose charge after about 3 hours. But I think I was running it on the higher scale. So if you do use a lower voltage, obviously the batteries are going to last longer because it's not pushing the machine as hard. So yeah. But as I said before, the way I tattoo, this machine it just doesn't really suit my style of tattooing because I like to get in and out in like 1 or 2 passes, 3 passes. When I'm shading. This is really for really slow, methodical tattooist where you're layering up the layers very, very, very gently. I just don't tattoo like that, and this machine just isn't for me. But like a lot of people that are beginners and stuff, they won't know how they tattoo yet. And this has got a 3.2 millimeter stroke on it, so it's very short. So it's not as traumatizing to the skin as, say, something that's 3.5 and upwards would be. It is less traumatizing, but that does mean that you do have to do a lot more passes in the skin to get the ink in, as well as, say, a 3.5 millimeter stroke machine or a 4 millimeter stroke machine. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation when you're trying to make as less trauma to the skin as possible, because either way you're going to be putting in the same amount of passes. I think it's just how you tattoo is what's going to be the real difference. So I'm going to actually be selling this machine, I think, guys. I've kept it for a few months, and it is a really, really, really nice machine. It really is a nice machine. I was so excited when I used it. The first impressions were amazing. It's a really, really smooth machine, but it's just not good for the way I tattoo. Everything is in a box. It's literally been used about 10 times. You've got both the batteries there. You've got everything there. I've got the cables and stuff like that as well. So yeah, guys, that's basically that in a nutshell. But going on to the Bishop 1 shader now, I have to say this machine is it's near on perfect. For me, it's near on the perfect tattoo machine. With the Exo, say if I was putting in, I don't know, say if I was using a 7 round shader, say a 0.30 bug pin 7 round shader, it would start snagging the skin because the stroke was very short. It's a 3.2. This, I can't sing its praises enough. This machine is just perfect. It really is. It's super light. You can buy the grips that are disposable. I use a critical power pack with this, and I have to say this is amazing. It really is. This lasts for 10 hours. I can use this on a single charge, full charge like it is now, 2 days before I even have to charge it. 2 tattoo days before I have to charge it. And it's each tattoo day lasts in, I don't know, anywhere between 4 and 5 hours a day. This accompanied with this setup right here is just amazing. Because these batteries are really light, they're so light. It's basically just like a tiny plastic shell, and this is it. This is it on. I use it at around 8.5 to 8.7 volts. It powers it perfectly. It really does. And it is just I can't even say it's the perfect machine, guys. It is just the perfect machine. But I can't even explain to you why I think this is the perfect machine. So I've tried so many in the past few years. I've tried so many different setups, and I just keep coming back to this machine because ever since I use it, I was just blown away. It got a bit getting used to, but I wasn't tattooing the way I tattoo now, in the sense of my technique's a lot slower. I use slower hand strokes, but as soon as you start to get it, this machine pushes you to get your techniques right. It pushes you to slow your hand speed down, because there's nothing else affecting the machine. It is set how it's set. It's set for shading, it's set for lining. I can push a 7 round shader with this with no issues. There's no snagging, there's no nothing. It's just perfect stroke, perfect give setting in the machine, built in. There's no adjustments, no nothing. You plug in and play, and all you do is then you focus on your technique with your hand, your tattoo techniques, and that is why I love this machine, because it's made me better as an artist. It's made me push myself in the sense that I want to progress with how I tattoo and how smooth my work is, and you know, and just strive to be the best artist I can. And this machine, I believe, has done that. I have to give an honorable mention to the Fox 2 machine from Quadrant. That is a very good machine, but again, there's a lot of adjustments. But with stroke, the give's the same, but the stroke is you can adjust that machine from a 1mm stroke, which is crazy, to a 5mm stroke. So you can use that all round, but it's just, I love that machine, I really do, but it's just so uncomfortable to use. If that machine was in a pen style machine, like the Exo or the shader, it would be one of the most perfect machines I've ever used as well. But this one here, guys, this is just the GOAT for me. It's the greatest of all time so far for me, and I would seriously recommend anybody, any tattooing ability from beginner to experience. I would say I'm an experienced tattooist. I've been tattooing now for 7 to 8 years, and this is just by far the best tattoo machine ever created, in my opinion. It just is. Rotary, that's you know, taking out coil machines, stuff like that. This is, I mean, I think a lot of the industry now is going rotary because they're just so easy to maintain and to use. This machine is just the best machine. It's pushed me to be better as an artist. It works effortlessly. You don't need to maintain it as much. You just need to lube the inside, which is just here. You just need to lube this tiny bit in here. In there you can see all the grease, and that's it. And that is literally it. It is a really nice machine. I can't sing its praises enough, and I have been looking at, you know, the way I tattoo and some of the comments, and a lot of the comments on my work have said, you know, I think your work was better when you was using the wand. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should go back to that. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I looked at your comments, and I'm glad I did go back to this machine, because it's just amazing. I can't really explain. So this, for me, guys, is the winner of the showdown between the two. This is by far the greatest machine all-rounder, you know, because it's got a 3.5mm stroke. It's a standard stroke on a rotary style tattoo machine where you can shade and you can line with it as well. You know, when you're starting to push like 11 round shader needles or 18 liner needles, then it's going to struggle because it just won't have the stroke that you want it to. But then you go for the Bishop wand liner, you know, there is a separate machine for that, which is an extremely powerful machine. It hits like a coil machine, which is the best for lining with, and it is just amazing. I actually have one here. I do have the liner as well. This is the liner, the Bishop wand liner. This is the black version, and this hits like a coil machine. This is amazing. These two machines, all you need to do black and grey and any line work and stuff like that. I only use this machine for line work and stippling as well. I use that to stipple with. It's just amazing. It really is. If you used to do colour tattoos, this would hit too hard to pack colour in, so I wouldn't pack colour in like that. I'd either use the shader to pack colour in or get the packer, which is a 4mm stroke machine, which is the like orangey one, which I haven't got because I just don't do colour. But you can shade with the packer as well, but it's not going to be as smooth as this because it's the 4mm stroke. Because the strokes are so much longer than the 3.5, you're always going to see, you know, for me, the way I tattoo, I want to get a smooth transition as much as possible. I want to get that shading as smooth as possible, where you can't see any needle bar marks, you know. And that's what I want to achieve with my style of tattooing. If you like that effect because it gives it a bit of texture, then that's fine. Use the packer to shade with as well, and that's going to be your all-rounder machine. But for me, I want smooth shading. I want, you know, I do a lot of portrait shading, and on faces you do have to, you know, get shading so smooth that you can't see any needle marks. So yeah, for this video, that concludes this video, guys. I just want to say thank you if you did watch the whole video. I know a lot of you were asking for this for a while. I actually did record it a while back, but I wanted to re-record it because I really did want to get it out to you properly, and I didn't have my setup like I do now. So yeah, that concludes the video, guys. This is the winner of this showdown, the Bishop wand shader, and I urge any of you to get one of these machines because it is just amazing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please smash the like button, please subscribe if you're new. Again, it does help support the channel. Consider becoming a member. That will help, you know, keep the channel afloat, etc. Yeah, the wand shader for me is just the goat machine. It's just, you just can't beat this machine in terms of how easy it is to use and the outcome in your tattoos. Every time I've tattooed with this machine, you know, the tattoos come out healed perfect, as long as you've obviously tattooed them correctly. But yeah, I have to say, guys, it really is the best machine I've ever used. Yeah, so head over to my Instagram as well for some raffles. I'll be raffling off this Exo machine. I will be raffling this off along with, I've got a brand new Fox 2 machine as well, Quadrant, to raffle off as well. So head over to my Instagram at Oliver Rare. I'll stick the Instagram handle down there. Head over there, give me a DM, and I can send you some raffle bits, or just keep an eye on my story and my page for raffles, tattoo equipment raffles, because I will be doing a fair few of those in the future. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please smash that like button and throw a comment down if you've used these machines, if you were looking at getting them and you was, you know, undecided on what to get. Hopefully this video helped you guys make, you know, sort of kind of make your mind up on how you tattoo. And you know, with the Exo machine, it does hit so hard with a short stroke that if you don't tattoo correctly with it, it will be a negative on your artwork, whereas the one just helps you in every way you can imagine, which is the main difference between the two tattoo machines. So I'm going to end it here. I've done enough waffling. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Peace out.